All right, ladies and gentlemen, today is a special one. I was talking about how in the games I wasn't reviewing game 2 because I have something special lined up. And with me, I got my boy Mikyx, support player from Splice.
Hello,
How you doing,
what's up?
Mickey?
Doing very well.
You doing good, man?
Yeah,
Have you watched the other games?
I only watched game 4 and 5.
Game 4
So,
and 5? What did you think about that game 5?
I think the draft was not balanced from SKT.
Not balanced? Not
No,
balanced?
it
In
was
what
too
way?
one-sided.
To one side just because of Lee Sin or because of other reasons? Did you think
I mean,
the...
they had 5 good picks on every role, like Galio, Jarvan, and I had fucking uh Lulu, Kate, and what did they have top? Nar, and then we
Yeah,
had
that
fucking
not top,
Shen,
yeah.
Lee Sin or something. Nah, it was bad.
Yeah, like Shen did have a lot of success with Twitch because I think it makes more sense. At
Yeah,
least like you can use it, and I feel like it solves the problem of Shen later. Like he gets beaten in split push by a lot of things, and then uh, Twitch has a problem early game. Shen solves that, and then Twitch can actually like gank the Gnar or create a situation where Shen gets saved in that sense.
yeah.
But with Tristana, it didn't seem too hot. I wanted
Oh.
to ask you about like Corki into Galio. Like,
Um,
did you see at any point that like RNG had any chance in the late game? Because I was talking about how if they reach like Last Whisper, maybe Void Staff, they can maybe melt through the tanks. So do you think it's just impossible?
I mean, I think SKT's frontline was 10 times stronger than RNG's because they
That
had
is
Lee
true.
Sin and Shen.
All
But
right.
I felt like maybe they could win because they had like Tristana, Corki late game. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Because like with the way the game was going for a long time, it's like nothing was happening. Like nothing was happening, and it was slow. And until like MXZ entered in the tri-bush up top, where
yeah,
it just died, I thought it was like projected towards like a good game for RNG, but
yeah.
it just never happened. But nevertheless, game number 2. Let's put our focus on that. I'm just trying to figure out a way I can't pause while I'm in full screen. That's kind of annoying for me, but it should be okay.
Full screen it. Okay.
What is your opinion on Varos? Because every time I saw Varos, and especially like the Koreans are playing it with Warlord's Bloodlust, I was tilted because I don't like this champ.
I think it's a nice like maybe third option, but I think if Zaya is still open, I think I would still rather have Zaya in my team than Avaris.
All right, all right. Because this
But
was also a bit strange, right? I thought it was odd, like looking at draft right now, that Zaya Rakan wasn't picked in one rotation. But I don't think
yeah,
I've seen Uzi play Zaya at all this tournament.
that's true.
I don't think he has. And then, against Twitch, I don't know how good Zaya is. What is your take on it? If you are not able to pick support, do
Mm,
you think it's fine to pick?
yeah, I think if I only look at like Zaya against Twitch, Zaya probably wins lane quite hard, but then when Twitch gets like 2 items, he kind of out damages her and out ranges her.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
Uh,
but until 2 items, then Zaya should win.
Something else that I saw a lot was that when Rakan and Jana was out of the picture, then Zaya fell through. Do you think that is legit? Like without Zaya and Rakan, I mean, without Rakan and Jana, is Zaya like worth less?
Mm, I mean, yeah, I think Janna and Rakan actually empower Zaya really hard,
Yeah.
but I think she should be still fine with Lulu or something.
Okay.
But yeah,
Because like the
not sure.
argument for Lulu and Zaya was usually like with Lulu you want to have like long range AD carries because it makes more sense, and then like Zaya is more of like sure she scales
Yeah,
well into games, but in comparison to other ADs, even if she has Lulu, she's not going to outtrade other ADs. That's like how I understood the reasoning because she's lower range.
yep,
Like in game 5 we saw like Caitlyn with Lulu still outtrading Tristana late game because that was just what Lulu does, right?
yeah,
But I was surprised. Maybe I was expecting maybe like in this case, maybe they play like Morgana, Zaya, or something. I remember this is something that I experimented with during the split, where people pick Morgana into Rakan. I think you guys, when we scrimmed
yeah,
you guys, you showed me
yes,
Morgana into
yes,
Rakan, and it worked. But I don't know how good it
yeah.
is in the current meta in comparison.
Actually, I don't think anyone at Worlds plays Morgana, to be honest. So I'm not sure if they think it's bad and they try it in scrims or if no one actually plays it, but I think Morgana is really good in a lot of situations,
Okay.
especially against Rakan.
What
But,
other situations are you talking about?
I mean, it's not good against Ardent support, but against Rakan, I think it's good.
Okay,
That's one
okay.
Ardent support,
All right.
but it's not really blind pickable if they can pick Lulu or Janna against it, or
Could
Soraka, for
like
example.
against Tarek as well could be fine as well, right?
Yes, yeah, I think it's good against Derek too.
Okay, okay.
I think it mostly also depends on the rest of the team. If they have like a lot of CC, maybe like a Sejuani or something like that, you can spell shield against like Sejuani, Galio, Nar. I think
Yeah,
Morgana
for
is good in
sure,
that
for
situation.
sure. I feel like a lot of these engages when Jarvan is out of the picture are very like predictable in that sense, and
Yeah.
Morgana can be very good. I thought that was, in early group stages before quarters, Sejuani win ratio was like really, really garbage. Like
Yeah.
it was like 35% or something, and Gragas was like winning every game. I don't know if that's because a lot of boosted teams are playing and losing with Sejuani, but I thought it was because every mid laner was running cleanse into Sejuani, and Gragas engage and his CC, it can be used both ways. He can disengage and do a lot of things, but then like quarterfinal comes up and the teams that know how to play show why Sejuani is OP again. What is your take on it? Do you think Sejuani is top tier or the best jungle in the game?
I think it's even between Jarvan, Sejuani, and Gragas. Maybe Jarvan's a bit better, but what I think I noticed during quarterfinals, I got really triggered by supports that don't build Mikyx against Sejuani.
Yeah.
And then you see his teammates get fucking Sejuani ulted, and they have to buy QSS and waste 1,200 gold, and he gets fucking he gets Ardent first, that's fine, but then he gets Redemption, then he gets a Locket, and then Sejuani is just winning fights over and over again by one-shotting people because he sounds for 2 seconds. And then maybe fourth time, maybe I should get a Mikyx here, and then the game is over.
Yeah, it's been crazy how like Redemption. There might be some argument, but Locket, I think.
Yeah,
Locket
I really hate it.
really don't like Locket that much. Like it makes sense when you build it on like Galio as fourth item, just to be like a dick, But for support, I don't like it too much. Like Redemption, sure, maybe, but Mikyx for sure against Sejuani, I agree with you.
Yep.
Okay, I liked as well what I think it was the Chinese teams that did it first. Maybe it was Jensen, the Malzahar into Galio. I was surprised that they dropped it. I think it makes sense to me because you can like after I think level 4 and after your first base, when you get this mana book for Morello, you can actually push in Galio, and the 2v2 for Malzahar is super strong. So it made sense to me to pick it into Galio that you can force 2v2 in mid, kill the enemy jungle really easily, or just maintain push and contest it. But I think there was a problem that Malzahar wasn't running TP. What do you think about Malzahar and in general? Is it worth it to give up Galio? Do you think so?
I'm not sure because so when we scrimmed and we played Galio into Malzahar, we said it was fine because his voidlings are like 1 HP, right? So with one passive auto attack with Galio, you one-shot all the voidlings.
Yeah.
So you can even get a push with Galio against Malzahar. I think level 7 or something when he has 4 points in it.
Yeah.
And I think Galio is just a more well-rounded champ. I think he's just fucking broken. I don't know why people just don't first pick it every game.
I think so too. I feel like the games that SKT lost today, I'm trying to remember the losses. What happened in their losses? It was like they were playing fucking Zac. Like I thought that was a big int, man.
Yeah. I don't know about Zac.
I think Zac is freaking garbage. And then most of the time, I can't even remember what happened in the other games. I think we should just head into this one, man.
Yep.
And on top of that, you told me you only watched game 4 and 5, and those were games that SKT won. But let's just continue into this. So Twitch Rakan, for me, I think it's been picked 3 times this tournament, and every time it's been a trap.
Yeah, I think it loses lane really hard. I think it's beyond useless in lane. But if you get maybe like 1 or 2 items, then it's okay, I guess, in team fights.
Yeah. Like, scaling wise, I agree with you, super good, but I don't know, like, even that game SKT won with it, that was a big joke. Like, it was against EDG.
Yeah, I remember that one.
that was a big BG, man. I feel so bad for EDG, man. This the trip. They had like a BG in groups.
True.
I was surprised last game, before this, SKT were fucking playing Gangplank. No, I'm just
Oh
gonna
yeah, against Shen.
against Shen, and I was like, damn man, they are playing a risky game.
Yeah.
Risky game. Alright, let's just fast forward until the draft is ready, and then
Wait, they got Nocturne. What the fuck?
they went for Nocturne last.
What the
Shit,
fuck?
dude. Is that why? is that why SK Telecom banned it in the last game? Just
I mean-
respecting it.
I guess.
Holy moly! All right. What are your thoughts, Mickey?
Okay, so for bot lane matchup, Varus and Leona should have the clear edge. They one-shot him, I think, every level, even at level 6. If one ult lands, one of them dies. So I think I prefer SK Telecom's draft a lot more. Also Camille, Galio, Leon. Yeah, this game is over in draft.
I feel like, if you have winning bot and Galio, I feel like the game is so hard to win against. If you get pushed in bottom and you're playing against Galio, it's like you're not going to have a good time because there's no
Yeah.
champion that is going to outpush Galio in mid.
True.
So whenever, like, even in the last game when I saw, like, Caitlyn Lulu against Tristana, Tarek, and Galio, I was like, this bot lane is going to have a bad time, But
Yeah.
Uzi still delivered. Like, he still played really fucking good. And even though Peanut, like, level 2 ganked, they were still, like, even throughout the entire game. So it was pretty impressive. But I have to agree with you, like, looking at draft, I think Camille into Nara is, like, 50-50 skill matchup. And Huni has been playing better this entire series. So I feel like it's good for Huni as well. It synergizes super well with the rest of the champions. And SKT have the premium jungler. They have Gragas against Nocturne. So it's like...
I'm looking forward to see Nocturne here.
RNG draft definitely looks like one of those end drafts that just go wrong,
Yes.
It's
Like a Gigabyte Marines draft. or something.
Yeah. If they win, they are genius, but if they don't, then, well, sadly, we know the outcome of this one.
Yeah.
That's going to be it. I don't know if this is like the best app to watch together with. It's called Watch Together, so maybe there's some sense to it, but I can't really pause when I'm in full screen. I don't want to go away from full screen all the time, so it's a bit BG. Should be okay. All right, so we both given the edge to SKT.
Yep.
So let's talk about different things. Like, what was your biggest surprise up until now in the World Championship, Mickey?
I was expecting G2 to actually make it out.
Yeah, that's a BG, man.
What else? I didn't expect Fnatic to make it out. I mean, I did, but after they were 0-3, then I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought Immortals was better on paper than Fnatic. Like, I didn't watch that much of Immortals, but like the feeling that I got from them was that macro-wise they could play early game, and like I had very little hopes when it came to Fnatic because they were so one-dimensional in their approach. Like they were always playing through bottom, and like they lost that game in what's that the pre-tournament, like when they had to qualify. They lost the game against Young Generation, the play-in. They lost the game against like a Kassadin mid lane because they just refused to play through mid lane, and they just played through bottom and just entered it into this Varus Lulu, I think, with Tristana, and it was a big BG.
Yeah. But I think also, I think Fnatic had the edge over Immortals because I think since it's Ardent Sensor meta, I think Reckless is a better AD carry than Cody
for
Sun.
sure.
So
Cody Sun, that is a very valid point. This is good meta to have good AD carry and Cody Sun. When I think of Cody Sun, I think of that play.
Yeah.
The BG play, which was absolutely crazy.
Okay, so one thing I want to point out right now about the bot lane of RNG, I think when supports go heal, I think it's only good when you have wind speakers, because like the people go heal on AD because it scales with levels, but supports are usually under leveled, so heal is a bit less useful on supports unless you have wind speaker, because it gives armor and magic resist and it heals a bit more than because I think it increases by 10% or something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So,
what would you use in this case though? Because like Uzi is running cleanse, I think it makes sense against what he's playing against.
Yeah, not sure what Rakan should go actually. Maybe exhaust against Camille.
Like exhaust
actually,
would be
extra
fine
damage.
against Camille.
I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I'll probably just go exhaust.
Yeah, you still reduce the attack speed, right? Is
Yeah.
that still a thing?
Actually, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't anymore, right?
It's only damage dealt and move speed.
Oh, see, I'm thinking old school exhaust, man. Holy
Yeah.
shit, this was like season 2. What am I thinking about?
I mean, yeah, I don't really have any kill pressure with Twitch, so not sure what I would go. Maybe heal is actually fine. I just
Yeah.
don't like it without wind speaker.
Yeah, it's understandable for sure. It's less effective.
Yeah.
I think the main thing we just have to wait for is Galio to push in and Roman to bottom. I think we can talk about whatever we want until people reach level 6 in this game. Like Nocturne should be the same, right? Nocturne shouldn't be that active and should look for 6. And if anything, I think RNG could maybe look for some 2v2s in mid lane because they have like strong level 6 to do that. But other than that, I don't see how they get pressure on side against the Galio. They need to do it through mid, right?
Did Camille just outtrade Nar with starting Q level 1? Or was that a bug? I think he got
Holy
8
moly.
fervor stacks by starting Q. Oh my goodness. You're fucking diving.
Shit,
What
man.
the fuck?
What a crazy game. I like that Xiao was running TP in this one because last game when they played this matchup, Xiao was getting like mega stomp because he doesn't have TP, but right now he's in the same position. But Camille skilled E. He was just walking after him and hitting him. Like she skilled level 1 E because she had to run away from the level 1 gank, you remember?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
He
I guess he was just melee hitting him. I don't know.
I don't know what happened though, man.
Interesting. Nar DC'd maybe.
Like maybe he just dropped his boomerang or maybe used it wrong because crazy. Shouldn't happen though, like full fervor stacks like that.
Oof, Twitch is missing a lot of CS on the tower. Holy moly. Okay. So since SKT are pushing, they can like get control of the bottom side, but Gragas is top side, so they can't really do much with it. But they could if Gragas passed bot.
SKT junglers, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should actually start top and pass the bot. Then he could get his whole bot jungle, because they know they have bot push and mid push all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's on top of that, you know, it's hard to know where Nocturne starts. I think that's a part of it too. But I think
Yeah, I guess.
as Nocturne, you probably, like, I don't know, for me personally, it makes more sense for Nocturne to start bottom side because Twitch and Rakan are going to lose regardless. So,
Yeah.
and then path into top side and then at least Nar, like, I don't think you should get so heavily out-traded by Camille early on,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think
And
he should
then-
have pushed in.
Like you path into top side and you're safer, and like Rakan and Twitch, level 1 pushing, I think leashing for them shouldn't be a big deal.
True. Yeah.
Blank shouldn't be able to do anything. Huni has TP, but faking no TP back into mid with Torrent's ring and boots. Nah, no diving involved here. How do you feel about Ocean Drake, Mickey? All bot laners seem to
Video
be
for lane,
tilted by
yeah.
this. I think it impacts bottom the most, right, out of any lane than anything.
Yeah. I mean, I get more triggered if enemy gets an Infernal in like 5 minutes, but yeah, Ocean is pretty OP early game as well.
I think Infernal at 5 minutes is better than Ocean at 5 minutes. Like, of course,
No,
if
but
you look
it's just, it scales more. I mean,
yeah,
better.
of course. I'm just, if you could choose one, you would go Infernal. Is that
Yes.
what you're saying? All right.
Yes.
You're a late game player then.
Yeah, I farm for late.
All right. Okay. Well, to be fair, they can do this Drake for free because like Galio's pushing mid. He got the base priority with the TP, and Zhao cancelled this for top.
Yeah.
Nothing to do about this.
Oof, that farm difference bot. Jesus.
Yeah.
42 to 27.
Not even Uzi can save them from this shitty matchup, man. He has to cleanse here, no? Holy moly.
Gets the
Cleanse
flash.
late.
Oh, is it that?
Oh.
Close.
I see that heal, man.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit, he cleansed so late.
Yeah.
Ballsy. Nocturne with the red smite. Nah, they have to go for the 2v2 mid. Otherwise, this game is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I guess MXG should be close, like he's been doing every single jungle camp.
Yeah.
He
He
did
maybe has like
golems
2
too.
camps.
Yeah. Then we will see. Will they gank mid? And if not, then Galio ult bottom and win the game.
Yep. Probably dive them for free.
I think it's. I don't think this is the way top lane matchup should go either. Like
Yeah.
Nar getting so heavily out traded.
Oh shit. Cancel the Rakan W. I didn't know
Holy.
it goes like that.
I did it with Leona Q.
No, with E.
Oh,
I
with
didn't know
E.
it works like that.
Okay.
Yeah. He got snared midair and he just stopped. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I've never seen it with any other projectile or like jump. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always like that you follow them in the air or something.
Yeah. True.
Here we go. The 2v2 in mid.
Not really those 6.
Is it coming?
Oh.
Oh, red
Fish
smite.
Okay. Wait. They lose this, no?
Which one?
Oh
Bottom?
shit.
Holy moly! What just happened, man? What is Ming standing so far up? I need to.
trolling this.
I need to go. I need to go back here, man. Wait, like the
Yeah.
you were talking about the 2v2 in mid, right?
Oh yes. I thought they were gonna lose this. Like SKT would win this 2v2, no?
Yeah, they would win. Like they broke.
It's fucking off.
Yeah, he got fucked already, and then like if Malzahar ults whoever here, it just gets cancelled, right?
Yeah.
And like Nocturne used everything that he had and got heavily out traded. So I think even the dream of 2v2ing in mid is dead.
Yep. But Rakan is like below half without sums, and look where he's standing.
Holy
What
moly!
the fuck is he doing?
Like I thought the lane was in like good state for
What?
RNG because Uzi is like healthy as fuck and Bang was like half, and Bang has fervor, right? And then Ming is just
Sucks.
inching it. Holy moly!
Is this the guy that didn't die on Jenna or something?
Was it him or was it Ben? I don't know, man.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
Actually, I'm not sure.
might have been Ben, but I'm not too sure. I'm not paying attention to those statistics that they bring up
Yeah.
on broadcast.
Yeah, same.
People can watch the broadcast
Wait,
for
what?
that shit,
What?
man.
What? What did he do?
I have no
Just-
idea, man.
What did
Well-
he wanna do? What the fuck? I can't understand. Maybe
Holy
he wanted to
moly.
queue for heal, but that was whatever.
Quite risky, I would say.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
Okay. So that makes it even worse.
Well, that should be really doomed. I think. Oh, they're level 6 now. I think RNG should actually look for a swap with Twitch and the Rakan to
Yeah,
dodge
this
this lane.
seems like a good time to do it as well. Like the wave was so pushing towards the enemy, if I see it
Yeah.
correctly. I hate the fact with broadcast that you can't like look at specific waves sometimes.
That's true.
But you're 100% right. Like a swap would win quite good.
Mm.
And like looking at top wave, like Nar was so pushing in towards the enemy, it would have been a good timing
Yeah.
if Twitch like appeared right now.
I think they might get really.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
is someone
Oh.
dead here?
Oh, okay.
Oh, close.
Did Bang just queue too slow?
I think Leona didn't auto reset, or did he?
You wanna go back?
Yeah, go back.
Let's go back.
Let me see who misplayed.
Let's
Who's gonna get the flame?
That's a fun game to play. Who
Yeah.
fucked up? Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna drink a bit of water while this is buffering up.
Sure.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't auto reset.
Yeah, he didn't auto reset, and did Bang just queue too slow?
No, I think it hit him, but I'm not sure. I'm blaming Leona for this one.
Yeah, right.
Fucking noob.
Next year, SKT Mikyx.
I would have auto reset there.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, right there.
But also, I think Verona could have waited with ult a bit because Var's ult wasn't quite finished yet, so didn't layer the CC perfectly.
Yeah, that's true
Yeah.
too.
That's fine.
He completely ignored all the other factors. We just looked at the other play. Let's just go
Yeah.
back and look at the movement of Gragas. Why did he come in here? Let's see. It was right after the trade in mid, and Nocturne was low, right? Trying to remember what just happened.
No, they all went base.
They all went base, and Galio TP back into mid, right?
I think so, yeah.
TP back into mid. He has item advantage. Nocturne and Gragas both coming out of base. I guess this is just plain and simple. Nothing about the junglers. It's just the fact that Ming is non-existent with his HP.
Yeah.
All right. All good.
Wait, but couldn't they kill Twitch if he ulted him here?
Like if Blank just went for him,
Yeah. He
I
had no
think
flash.
I think it could have been legit. Like Galio was in position as well to just
Yeah.
go.
Like even if Nocturne ults, like the other just ults the person and it should be fine.
Yeah, but the main thing is like if Nocturne ults before Galio ults, I don't think Galio can
Actually,
ult.
Actually, that's true. What the fuck? Can he click the icons? Can he see the icons?
I don't think so. At least Shen can't.
Holy
I'm
fuck!
not too
Nocturne
sure.
is broken.
The
Galio
counter.
counter.
It might be like with Galio. It might be. I think with Shen it's not possible, but it should work the same, right?
Yeah, it's working the same.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, he cancelled the E. Blank has flashed though, but Ming is not here.
Did you see that?
What the hell did?
Uzi. Oh my
What
god.
did Uzi do?
He attacked Gragas and he popped the plant at the same time. Oh my goodness. Ah. Jesus.
Oh my goodness, that's actually a BG, man. I want to go back and see if it
Yeah, go
actually
watch it
mattered.
again. I mean, it didn't matter at the end, but it looks funny as fuck. Look at Uzi.
That is really sad, actually. Holy moly. I didn't think it would work like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I didn't think. Holy shit, we're noticing so many new interactions.
Yeah.
We're learning so much about the game, man. Holy moly. I remember, like, this year we were scrimming, and, like, I remember, I'm just gonna pause while I say the story. Like, we were scrimming, we were playing Twitch into Kog'Maw, and I was trying to convince Steelback that Twitch is like a good pick. And then like he was doing like this all-in against a Kog'Maw, and he was like, he ulted through like 50 creeps, you know? Then he's like, nah, Kog'Maw's so OP, he lifesteal all the damage that I do, he doesn't lose any HP. And I'm like, dude, you're shooting through 50 creeps here, man. It doesn't work like that. And everyone, you know, not only Steelback, but everyone like Nuktak, Vanda, they were like, what the hell? Oh, I didn't think about this. You shouldn't have ulted and you would win this all-in. It was so strange, you know, that people, sometimes the most obvious things pro players don't know about, you know?
Wait, does it reduce damage if you go through minions or what?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
What?
Now I know. Now I know.
Really, Mickey?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm going to go for Twitch Wiki.
Alright, I'm going to open Twitch Wiki as well, just to make sure that I'm not feeding you bullshit. Let me pause the... Yeah, it's like if it goes through targets. Nah, but I went on Twitch TV Wiki, right?
Based on enemy hit. Oh.
So it's like, why is my wiki in German, dude?
I'm not sure.
Shit, man.
Okay.
So
Every
it's
enemy
like,
for the duration dealing 100% to 40% based on enemy hit. I guess.
yeah, so it's like, yeah. It's like, it's not like Zaya, right? That you can target someone and it just goes through, and no matter what, you can't block it. But Twitch ult you can actually block. In that
I didn't
sense.
know. I guess. Wow, I'm learning so much.
Holy moly.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Alright, now we have the plant again, the slow-mo plant. Did Jao die? He didn't, right? That's a Feels Batman TP right there for the top laner. Next Drake Ocean.
I mean, they're out farming Gnar somehow, but
Yeah, somehow. I think Huni as a player is very good against players he's worse than. But if he's playing against even players, I think he plays a bit worse. What is your opinion of Huni and top laners in general? There's always this discussion, who's the best top laner? Khan, Kube, whatever, you know. Now it's...
I'm not sure. I don't watch the top lane.
You don't watch the top lane too much? Alright,
I mean,
that's fine.
Kube seems like the best, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
I think. Yeah, oh, you think Samsung is gonna go through?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. I think any logical person.
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I was predicting Longzhu to win, and then I was like, nah, whatever.
Nah.
And
And now,
Samsung is insane. Now they're gonna win.
who's gonna win Worlds?
Samsung.
Samsung's gonna win Worlds.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
They beat Longzhu, and I voted for Longzhu to win the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
me too.
now
Me
I'm
too.
on the Samsung train.
Yeah. I voted RNG to beat SKT because I thought like
Same.
stylistically, I thought SKT is so much worse in the bot lane. But then they get 5 games
True.
to Galio. You know, you have to.
That's true, actually.
that changes everything. You know, if in the pick'em it says Faker gets to play Galio 5 games, then
I would change my vote.
it's an easier choice for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think Kuve is probably the best one now, and Huni as a player, at least in this tournament, like when he plays against players that are worse than him, for sure he delivers. But when he plays against like the teams that actually use the jungler to punish him when he does this thing, then he actually looks a lot worse. Because most Korean junglers are just avoiding every gank, never get ganked, still be like ahead in CS somehow. And Huni, like the Gangplank game, he was kind of inting, he was slow pushing and dying all the time. Kind of a BG.
I don't know, Drake.
I like the fact that there's no like tank matchups top. I think that's good for
Yeah.
RNG. Like if they're getting stomped bottom, at least they can like make the counterplay into top side and make something happen.
Wait, did he just defend tower 3v1? Why don't they push the tower?
Like it looks like it. I think they're afraid of SKT rotating into mid here.
But it's on the Drake. I think they could push this tower.
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
probably could. I don't know, in a case where SKT fully rotated into mid, I don't know. Like Galio was also missing. So maybe
Yeah.
they were afraid of like Galio committing, but as you're saying, they saw that Drake was popping. Maybe we can go back and look. What is the thought process of everyone here? Why? I don't know, the only thing I can think of is that they are afraid of SKT committing to mid tower.
They run away as soon as Drake is finished. I don't know. Like, if Camille ults someone and Galio ults that person, I don't even think they can defend. They can just run away and then ult the Galio or Camille or whatever.
Yeah, I think they could even potentially like one-shot Camille.
Yeah.
Like with
Not sure.
Malzahar ult.
Yeah.
Like if Malzahar doesn't lose his passive before he ults, then Galio doesn't cancel it, and
That's true. Yeah.
it could be good. But it just seems like they were afraid of losing mid tower here more than anything. Like if like the enemy team just did Drake, they would need another wave to kill the tower top right.
Oh yeah.
And,
That's true.
Maybe that's what they were scared of.
Yeah.
But even then, like for me, the way I view it is that bot tower is so much more worth than top tower because of Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Do you agree with this notion or?
Yes. I do.
Okay. All right. Good shit, man. Good that we agreeing. This concept is not a thing that I didn't discuss with anyone, so I didn't know if it was like common knowledge or if it was just something that I thought about or whatever. But I think it's easy to figure out because of Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
I think SKT so far should win this game in 10 minutes. Should be really doomed for RNG.
Yeah, like Ginsu's such an OP item, I feel. Like when you finally get it, it's such a huge fucking spike. Like I was so surprised that we didn't see more Kog'Maw in this series. Like Bang played it once, and Kog'Maw seemed so successful in the other quarterfinals, like for RNG and
Yeah, true.
especially like with Galio. Like with Galio, Kog'Maw. Like with Galio, you can secure Kog'Maw early game, and then you get like level 7. You start out trading most ADs.
Okay, I've got an interesting question about Kog'Maw. What do you think is the best keystone for Kog'Maw to go?
I think it depends. Like I think it really depends. When I think if you have free lane, I think Fervor can be really OP. But like Storm Raiders feels also really really OP, because in some cases, like against Twitch, I feel like Storm Raiders make sense because when he opens on you, you can actually chase after him. If that's the case, like if you trade one auto or two, then you proc Storm Raider and you can actually chase him, and he can't get away after opening. I think against Twitch Storm Raider, against the harder matchups, I would go Bloodlust.
Okay.
What is your opinion, Mickey?
In my opinion, I think Surge is the best out of all because Como doesn't really build AD, so I think
Okay.
Warlords and Fervor aren't as valuable on him as on other ADs
Yeah.
that build like AD and crit and stuff like that. I think the only reasonable way you go Fervor or Warlords if you have Janna and you don't have like a magic damage team. For example, when G2 had like Rise and like Zac and like full AP team and Kog'Maw,
Yeah.
I think you should go for like either Fervor or Warlords because they had Janna as well, I think. And then you should go like Essence Reaver, IE, Runan, and Rageblade. I think that's the only way I would go, like Fervor or Warlords. But yeah.
Like I'm a big fan of Fervor together with Ginsu and Hurricane because it synergizes like really, really well. You stack it really fast, and even though you don't have like an AD build, it still does a lot, right? It's like the same theory behind like Kale runs Fervor, right? Or sometimes Surge. It's like the same principle in that sense. But I think if I had to like pick one keystone that you would have to play with for the rest of your life as Kog'Maw, then I would agree. Like Storm Raiders is probably like the most consistently good one. Like Warlords Bloodlust though, like if you, is there any matchup at Worlds that justified it? Like maybe Xayah,
Kate.
Caitlyn, yeah. You don't think it is justifiable against Xayah?
I think it's fine. I mean, depends on support matchup as well.
Okay, let's
If
say
you
it's
get really
like
hard
standard Lulu Janna, like Kog'Maw Lulu and Janna Xayah.
I think if you have Lulu with Kog'Maw, I think you should go Surge almost every time. If you have
Okay.
Janna, then you can go Warlords or Fervor.
Okay.
I think Fervor against, if they have like 2 tanks or 3, if they have like Galio, Cho'Gath, Sejuani or some shit like that, then you can go Fervor. Otherwise, Warlords, I think.
Okay, all right. That makes sense. Let's continue.
Yeah.
So my understanding of the Camille Nar matchup was that Camille wins after Trinity Force in the All-Ins, but he's been winning the entire time.
Yeah.
So let's see how this pans out. Like I think there's a big deal with the Nocturne being able to like impact it in the sense that he has like this global thing going on for himself, and Huni doesn't really need to do anything either because Wolf and Bang are just gonna do all the work. Like if Huni doesn't need to force anything pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going.
Oh shit.
I guess if they're under the tower, they're not gonna lose it. Wait, alright, never mind.
Oh shit.
Holy moly. Oh,
Wait, he flashed in? Wait, what?
but MLXG, what did he do?
MLXD, what is it? What the fuck was that?
Let's rewind that tape right there before we
If I was in
continue.
his team, if I were in his team, I would ping his flash for sure. Fuck was that?
And that's why you're not RNG Mikyx, man. So mean.
Too toxic.
Okay,
I mean, it was a good
let's
thing
see
edge
this.
by Nar.
But Huni walked up too far, for sure. Like, there's no reason to walk up that far.
Yeah.
It just died, and then... What the fuck? MLXG with the flash. Like, he was 100% safe.
Look at his Gragas combo. It's me on Gragas right now. Look.
Holy.
Oh!
Holy shit. Woody Fruity.
It's fucking good.
Yeah, it was good, but completely useless.
Yeah. A nice thought.
Yeah, it's good. But can't they... I'm thinking if they could have just continued, because Varus was showing mid.
Yeah, I think they could.
It was kind of strange how they just all ran away and SKT had to back off. Like Camille was dead, Gali was too low, Gragas had nothing, and Varus was in mid. Nara is low. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe if they commit on bottom, maybe Varus gets to trade mid, and that's not really the best trade you can go for.
Varus is going Wits End here. Do you think that's a good buy? I think they only have Mazahar with magic damage.
I think it's
Not sure if that's good.
pretty shit, man. Really don't like it. I think Fervor is pretty OP. Yeah. I mean,
I think Hurricane would be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you mix them up, Hurricane and Fervor. Same thing for me. I was so tilted, earlier, like in this tournament, Bang was like running Bloodlust on Varus, and I was like, nah, why would you ever do this? Do you think there's ever a reason to run Bloodlust on Varus?
I'm not sure. Maybe if you wanna win lane. I don't know.
But shouldn't you
Didn't see
win
many
lane
Varuses.
anyway?
Depends on support as well, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, you should. I think Varus is a good laner.
Because my impression was like if you're picking Varus and you're not winning lane, then you're gonna be useless compared to the enemy ADs most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But yeah, true. I was probably he should probably go forever every time.
Yeah.
One Varus.
I saw like Bloodlust and I just didn't understand the plan. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I think Worlds. Oh shit.
Oh shit, man.
Wait, what happened to Ming? Did he DC in middle of the team or what?
he just went in all alone.
Oof, MLXG.
Oh. Oh, this is actually not that bad.
Oh, let me.
Let me know flash. Oh. Oh.
Oh
shit.
what the fuck?
Holy moly.
He's smurfing.
He's smurfing. It's actually smurfing. All right, let's play a game of who fucked up.
Okay.
Let's go back.
My bet is on.
I think they just overcommit on Uzi.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
Huni.
like.
I think it's Huni that it was on the
It's
tower.
Huni. Let's look
Yeah.
at what Ming does in the first place.
Yeah, I think like,
Ming
they stopped
runs
moving
it
for a
down.
while. Wait, let me see.
He
Yeah.
gets
Oh, he got rooted, I guess. Okay, whatever.
he got hit by Leona, but
Look, four people go for this guy, and then Camille dives tower.
Holy moly. Camille fucks up. Man, they could have just waited for next wave and just got into tower, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly, that house.
I mean, they almost won the fight, but Gnar is too good.
Yeah. I think, like, as you're saying, I think Ming, the way he committed was really horrible, no?
Yeah,
Like,
there was no follow up at all.
Yeah, there was nothing to commit for. Like, he did his, like, the Rift Herald was already dead when he went, right? I don't remember, I want to check. Was there any valid reason? I guess, like, Rift Herald hitting the tower shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Okay, so Nocturne and Gnar are both top.
Yeah.
Is Leona ult?
No, they're safe. They're so safe.
Yeah,
He's running in
damage
for
ult.
no reason.
Yeah, and Gnar and Nocturne were not close enough.
Yeah, like SKT just burnt Varus and Leona ult on Twitch. So it's
Yeah.
like, if they just waited a bit longer, it would have been a good situation.
Yeah,
But I think the biggest issue for SKT is that they waste Varus ult and Leona ult. And they get
Yep.
nothing out of it. And then, like, Camille goes for the dive in mid,
yeah.
which turns out to be like a big int. And
Mm.
Uzi playing it so good, man.
Yeah, he's smurfing.
Who was the best AD at this tournament, Mickey?
Uzi.
Damn right.
That's fucking right.
Fuck the haters, man. I think he's been playing insane every game.
Yeah.
People was talking shit about how he played in the finals, against
Oh yeah.
EDG. But I don't know, man. Why would you play Ezreal? In Arlington
think-
Meta, he played 2 games on Ezreal, and
I think he played really bad on an Ashe game where they were team fighting and he was just hitting the tower and then flashed away and died. I think.
yeah, that was an end for sure.
Yeah.
I think like 1 or 2 games he played like worse than usual, but people were like, holy shit, Uzi, he chokes,
Yeah.
choker,
On Worlds, he's insane. So,
Yeah, it's a perfect Uzi meta. Like if it's reckless meta, then it's Uzi times 10 meta.
if Ezra was meta, then Uzi would 1v9. Just
Yeah.
like last year. I think he had PTSD. When I see
Yeah.
Ezreal Nami enemy team.
Oh shit.
Shit.
That was ballsy from us. We went. What was it? Sivir Tam Kench.
No, it was Sivir Karma against Ezreal Nami.
Oh, Sivir Karma
He
even.
got clapped.
Oh, that was a good lane back then, man.
Yeah.
But you guys
Yeah.
gave them back, you know. You gave them back with the
Yeah.
Jin Brom.
I got revenge.
Holy shit, that was a good game. My
True.
favorite game of that World Championship.
Same.
Shit, man. But it's the group, dude.
Yeah.
We got screwed by the group draw.
Even harder group than G2.
Yeah. It's kind of lucky for G2 because RNG and Samsung, arguably like top three, or not arguably, they are top three. I think World Elite is for sure the fourth team. I don't think anyone will argue with me on that. I think Fnatic did some ints in draft.
Yeah.
You know, when you
I
give
think Misfits were quite close, but
yeah. It was crazy last game.
I guess Nar wins side now because he got fucking 3 kills in a team fight.
Holy shit, he's such a good player, man.
He was smurfing. He was just sandbagging lane.
Yeah. Holy moly. I don't know what I think about this Nocturne build. But to be honest, I don't know what you would build on Nocturne that would make him useful at this point in time.
I guess just go Duskblade and trade 1-for-1 in a team fight for Vitae the carrier, I guess.
Yeah. With the Ninja Tabi and the Galio's going on and everything that can fly at him. I don't know, man.
What do you think of Hunter's Potion on Gragas? Isn't it a bit useless?
No idea, man.
I think it's better to buy 2 pings than upgrade to Hunter's Potion. Same for Leona. I think you should get pings instead of refillable. I think it's quite kind of waste of gold after lane phase.
It's like, they just bought it now?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Because like, something that I noticed with like every Korean team is that they're running around with 5 refillable potions. And like,
Yeah,
gold-wise, it makes sense, right? It's like, after 1 base, it's gold effective. But
yeah.
But of course, the
think
value
about
of
it
it
like
isn't
10
like really
minutes.
huge, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
all right.
that works.
All right. I guess we can pause and talk about what the win conditions are for both teams, because I think that this play right here highlighted one for RNG. So RNG, I think the only way they can impact this game right now is like they have a big upswing here with the Gnar on side, and they have the potential of creating picks with all of the champions, to be honest, and that would be the way in for them.
Yep.
How about SKT, Mickey? Tell me about SKT under Galio, man.
I think the group is 5. Camille ult someone and they one-shot him with Galio and then they end mid. Or just fucking get Nash.
That's
I think they group with Nash and then they forced RNG to come contest and then they just one-shot him in team fight.
Yeah, for sure. Like their national team is insane. Like especially with Varus and the Ginsu, and they can tank it for ages. For sure, I agree with you. If they force RNG in a situation where they are grouped, changes the game completely, and RNG just kind of have to bank on the fact that Gnar split push creates enough pressure for SKT to not do this for free, right?
Yep.
Okay, then we have that elaborate and clear. Blank got caught up top side, not playing with the team. Not sure what he was doing in Tribush up top. Like no one was showing in mid lane, and SKT was just clearing midway for free, and he's pulling an MLXG, dying in Tribush.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Ravenous Hydra. Okay. I guess it's fine if you have Gragas and Gali already on your team.
Not even sure which one is better on Camille.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I think I've seen more Ravenous Hydra at this tournament than anything else. I guess like against Gnar it makes more sense as well because he has percentage damage anyway, so health is not super effective.
Yeah, true. I think SKT should try to force something now because before Twitch gets IE, then he's pretty strong.
Yeah. I'm thinking about like SKT, like it's going to be so hard for Malzahar to be useful, I feel, because there's so many ways to cancel his ult. Like,
Yeah.
I was like considering if Varus should get QSS or something instead of this Witsend, get QSS later and just go Hurricane, like we discussed. But I
Yeah.
don't even know if he needs it. Because there's like
Yeah.
50 ways to cancel Malzahar ult.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good against Rakan, though.
True. Oh.
Oh, this might be good.
Oh. What is it here?
Oh, he isn't he? He didn't ult the fair. Kali ult is coming in. Oh, maybe not an end.
Oh my.
Holy
wait.
moly. Holy moly. Never not believe in SKT.
Jesus Christ.
Holy.
I guess.
Do they have time to do Nash? Go back there and just take it? Maybe they do.
Sucks.
Alright. TPing all over the place.
Wait, what did you say?
Faker just carrying everything, man. He's just bot lane, mid lane.
Yeah. He's over the whole map.
Can SKT do Nash here? They can, right? With these two
Yeah.
kids.
Pretty sure. Camille has TP, so
Yeah.
should be free.
The lifesteal also paying off for Huni.
Yep.
Yeah, should be pretty set in stone. I don't know if RNG need to force that hard, like on bottom. I thought when I saw that play coming, I thought SKT would just force Nasher.
Wait. Can they win this?
They can't. Raja, who is in Africa.
Nah.
Uziai got forced out.
Okay. It should be pretty doomed for RNG.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up how Huni survived with no HP.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead 100%.
Yep. Does he win side now when he gets Ravenous?
He should, right? I think at least with Baron it should be pretty clear
Yeah,
cut.
actually, yeah.
But
With Nash, he should for sure.
yeah, like with Baron he should win, but after Baron, I think with Ravenous Harder he should win.
Yep.
I've seen too little Camille against Nar. I've never been a fan of Camille. I don't know why. Like even when like Wonder was always telling me that all these champions can do well into Camille, and I believed him, and it made sense. I've never. You remember the time where Camille was like really OP when it was released? Like we were just
Yeah,
putting it
yeah.
on support because
Yeah, that's true.
like fuck it, you know, it was just better. Like the OP part for me was always like Camille's ult.
Yeah, it was. It was disgusting.
The rest of it, it's not like her team fighting was like super impressive. Like I think, like
It
Fiora.
enabled the Ziggs AD.
Yeah.
What was insane.
Kobe loved it, man. He loved the 6 AD. Holy
fucking-
shit. I will never forget that thing he did to the turrets that one game, you remember? I'm not gonna.
Infernal Drake.
Those who know, they know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is really over.
Yeah,
Nar's gonna die as well.
it is really over. That's why I went a bit off topic. There's no chance. I think if SKT have Nasher, forces RNG to group 100% of the time, and if they are group 100% of the time, it's a BG for sure.
I think Leona Flash is wasted here because he knows Nar has no flash, so he can just walk up to him with Moby Boots and kill him instead of
Yeah.
flashing. But yeah.
I don't know. SKT's bot lane have been really underwhelming this tournament.
Yeah,
What
I
do
agree.
What do you think about why that could be?
I'm not sure. Like, I've never actually played against them before. Not
Yeah.
even when we were at Worlds, because we never screamed them. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they're struggling so hard.
I don't know, like I always felt and got the feeling from them that they are always like really strong regardless of the meta.
Yeah.
Like they did the Kalista Rakan thing, they did the Varus Lulu, and they also had like a lot of success with Tristana in the past. Like I've never felt like SKT have been meta dependent in their bot lane, so it feels like that's not something you can attribute it to. There was
Yeah.
like this period of time where SKT played pretty bad in the regular season, and they were like getting their shit together with playing like a shit ton of solo queue and all that jazz. Like Wolf went instantly to like Challenger in like 1 week or something.
Yeah, and also he also has like accounts for other roles and still has challenger accounts on them.
Yeah.
Like- It's quite insane. But I think against RNG when they played them against them, I think they played really, really bad. I wasn't sure what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like they died. Yeah, I don't know.
Not too sure. Nevertheless, we can all agree that they have been underperforming this tournament, and I think, like for me personally, I think Faker has impressed me. Like that might sound weird,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah, he's insane.
like he's been playing insanely well this tournament. Because
Yep.
like at MSI, I thought he was like really getting carried, almost like a lot of the games. I remember against G2, he was like
Oh, yeah.
inting on Cassiopeia, and then like
Yes, yes.
his team was like shouldering him, and I thought Perks was playing better than him in that tournament. But this time
Yep.
around, I think it's not even close of who the best mid laner is in this tournament.
Yeah.
Faker
I
is the best Galio. That's what it comes down to. And Huni, I feel like he could be a liability against Samsung.
Could be, yeah.
I've heard words of people saying that Samsung's bot lane is underrated.
Yeah.
What do you make of Samsung's bot lane?
I mean, when we played them at Worlds, we got really stomped, so I think they're really good. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure how they are now, but they look really good, yeah. I think
Like-
Ruler was a bit worse in regular split, but I think at Worlds he's been playing okay. I think one game he was really inting, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it was in group stages, but I'm not sure.
like those games against RNG, then fucking Samsung got stomped. They got
Yeah.
like really smashed. But they played twice against Galio, Tristana, Jana. So I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what to take away from those
Yeah.
games. You know, what can you do as a bot lane against that shit? It's not much to do. But this game was pretty clear cut, as you predicted it, Mickey.
Yeah.
It was easy smack. It was
Actually,
easy draft win.
you can see Faker is an experienced Galio player when he taunts and then he eats the opposite direction so that he connects faster. Then you see the Galio is good.
Yeah. I noticed that actually. You know, I've been playing some AP Galio myself,
Yeah.
and you know, when you're first time in Galio and just enjoying yourself, then you don't do this move.
Yeah,
Noticed Faker doing it today. I was like, damn man, this is confident play. And then, you know, to make myself feel better, I'm playing on 40 ping. He's playing on 5 ping. So
Yes.
that's what it's about in the end. Oof. So we talked about SKT and Samsung. You said Samsung's gonna win.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, why do you think Samsung's gonna win?
I mean, I hope they're gonna win.
For the pick 'em or what?
It's because I don't want SKT to win again, but
Okay.
also because I predicted Longzhu to win, and I thought Longzhu was the best team at Worlds, but then they got 3-0 summoned by Samsung, so right now Samsung is the best team.
They have the championship belt in your eyes.
Yes,
All right.
in my
all right.
eyes.
It was crazy. Like Longzhu, like there was a lot of factors people didn't talk about or think about. That was very straightforward, and people just neglected it because they beat SKT. Like there was the
Yeah.
first best of 5 they played as a team,
True.
and that is like crazy to consider. And then, like when they played against Samsung, when Khan was put in tank versus tank matchup, holy shit, man,
Ah,
he was a different player. That's for sure. And then like in the matchups that were more in favor of Kuve, like more in favor of Khan. Like I remember he played like that Trundle game. Like that was still pretty good from Khan. Like he plays those matchups pretty well. So I don't
Yeah.
think bashing on him too hard is okay. And then I remember those series as well. They were like, I think Samsung had Sejuani and Tristana every game. And
I don't know.
I'm not too sure about giving that away to Samsung. But nevertheless, I feel like it was too easy for Samsung to beat Longzhu, you know?
Yeah, I
And
guess.
it feels like they didn't need to prove too much because Longzhu was also underperforming at the same time. Like they didn't like, they felt for like simple shit, like they were forcing fights when the enemy Shen had ultimate and they just died to it, and it was just a BG in general. But Samsung versus World Elite, you think World Elite have any chance, Mickey?
I mean, they have, but I'm pretty sure Samsung will be the one that we're gonna go to the finals. I think they're gonna.
Okay.
I think I'm predicting a 3-1 for Samsung.
Okay. I'm going as far as predicting 3-0 for Samsung.
I think one game Mikyx could get the Kog'Maw and then they get the win.
Yeah. Maybe. You know, I think when it comes to World Elite, they were like like LPL for the first time at Worlds, they're like so far ahead of every team on draft. I feel, you know,
Yeah.
they played Janna first. Like they picked Janna over Lulu. They picked Galio early, and you know, for the first week, no one gave a fuck about Galio. It was like, what the fuck, man? What is all these Ryze doing here? You know, and everyone was just ignoring Galio. And World Elite is like, let's pick up some free wins here. You know. So I think like draft-wise they were ahead, and that's why they look like really juicy. And I agree, like Mystic Kog'Maw is a big one, and I think if World Elite doesn't get comfort, I think they will look a lot worse, and I think that's why C9 almost beat them. But in the end, you know, I don't know if you watched C9 versus World Elite, but they did this thing where they picked Caitlyn blind, and I don't know about that one, you know.
Oh, what did they get counterpicked with?
No, like legit, the enemy team just went. I think they just went Kog'Maw, and I think it might have been Kog'Maw Janna. Like they had Kog'Maw Janna Galio again in game 5.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember.
And I don't know if you should trust. If you know the enemy AD is outperforming your AD, then you can't pick Kate. I think you're just gonna put yourself in a bad situation.
I mean, they just gave him Kog'Maw when he's a one-trick Kog'Maw for like 1 month or two. Like everyone's banning Kog'Maw against him, but yeah.
But to be fair, like his Zaya is also like really really good. Like he played it in group stages, and he was the Zaya from LPL, you know, because the other ADs don't seem to play much Zaya. I'm thinking about iBoy. Like iBoy was Kog'Maw one trick too. These LPL ADs, man, were fucking insane this tournament.
True.
I think there's, you know, if you would pick like top 5 ADs at this tournament, what would it be for you?
Uzi, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Prey.
Okay.
Number 3, maybe Mystic.
All
Not sure for the rest. I think for the rest it would be between Mystic, Bank, and iBoy, I guess.
Okay. All right. So like Prey's performance, you were happy with what he did and what he showed. Like I was thinking, like
Yes.
like lane wise, you know, his group was pretty fucking easy, right?
What does he have? Yeah.
Immortals, Fnatic, and
Actually,
Gigabyte Marines.
Actually, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah,
that was an easy group.
Yeah.
Like, they looked insane.
For sure.
They really danced on everyone, right? They got 6-0.
Yep.
And like personally, when coming into the tournament, I would say the same. Like Prey, for me, was one of the best, if not the best AD. Like together with Gorilla, like the bot lane is insane. I felt like we didn't get a chance to see the real Prey and Gorilla because of what happened for them in quarters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think just from groups they were playing quite well. I remember the Varus team fight against Gigabyte Marines. He played it really well, and I think a Kog'Maw game against Fnatic, he like 1v9 the team fight.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes I remember, and I think he played them perfectly. It's insane.
Yeah. He's really really good. How about supports? Top 5 supports.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Gorilla, so I think Gorilla is the best support in the world, but not sure, because not sure what happened in quarterfinals there. I think his Rakan is a bit underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah.
But other than that, I would say, I guess Core JJ, Wolf. I'm not really too impressed by the Chinese supports, though.
Yeah, same.
I think they're all Inters, but
I feel like they get really heavily carried by their AD.
Yeah,
and that's fine in this current meta.
And I think actually Ignar performed really well.
Yeah, that's true. Like Ignar fucking stomped Wolf. I think he outperformed Wolf big time in the best of 5.
Yep.
Until Wolf went back
blocked
on the Braum.
Yeah, he blocked the Sejuani, the game-winning play.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I watched like the Zyrene at Teamfight breakdown, and they just didn't mention the fact that he completely like 1v9 the fight with like ulting. I think 4 people with Braum and then blocking like the Sejuani. That was insane.
Oh no, he mentioned that, but
oh, he did. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, Zyrene. Sorry, man.
Actually, I think another thing I wanna point out about Worlds, about EU and NA. I was really triggered because not a single team from EU or NA played Galio. It's the most broken champion in this patch. And I don't know.
This
was
was
such a
this was really
yeah.
disappointing. I think like C9 played it in the play-ins, and then like I think Fnatic tried to play it
yeah,
against
but
RNG
last game, no? Yeah, it was last game, I think.
last game, yeah, and they had like Varus AD.
Yeah, that game was really doomed in Champ Select.
Was it?
That's like Varus the only AD. I mean, the only damage threat, and then they had like
Oh, they had like
donks.
they had no Nar Camille top.
Yeah.
Is that what was missing for them?
Actually, I think they might have Gnar, but like, yeah, actually, yeah, it was the game where Reckless built GA third item, and he was the only like damage threat besides Gnar in their team, and then they just lost really fast. And Gaps wasn't that good on Galio, so yeah.
Fnatic versus RNG game 4. I just want to double check the draft to make sure. Because the draft looked similar to what SKT brought to the table now, right?
Really? I mean, they didn't have Leona,
Yeah, they didn't have Leon, they had Tarek
and they didn't
instead.
have Camille.
Yeah, they
I think
had.
Camille has quite a lot more damage than Gnar.
Yeah, and it also like synergizes really well with Galio, and
Yeah.
that matters a lot too. Even though like Camille didn't really do much to win
True.
the game against RNG, but at least RNG have more tools in this game than they did in the game against SK Telecom. Like looking at RNG's draft, they ended up with Shen, Twitch, Jarvan, Corki, Soraka. Like at least there's no fucking Nocturne here. I think
That's true.
like
Oh,
Jarvan in comparison to Nocturne is such a big turn-up. But nevertheless, yeah. Go
I've been
ahead.
seeing a lot of Jarvan Soraka lately. It's quite a sick combo with the Cataclysm into silence. It's fucking broken.
Well, you playing it bot lane or you're playing it just
No.
Soraka?
But, from where I've seen him at Worlds, everyone that has a Jarvan in their team suddenly is picking Soraka lately.
Yeah, it's really, really juicy, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, like whenever, like the Soraka silence looked so OP when, like even with Rise, it was like when you do with the long route into silence into another route, like the E is such a broken spell on Soraka.
Yeah, true.
I like that we're seeing Soraka. I think as a champion into, I don't know what the matchup is against Lulu. I know it's really good against Janna.
Yep.
Against Lulu, it should win as well, right?
Yeah, I think so. Unless Lulu goes like Ignite Thunderlord, then she can maybe out-trade her if she's good.
Okay. But that is pretty bad to do right now, no? It's too risky.
Yeah, true.
Okay. All right. And I wanted to also like ask you about, like we talked about a little bit, like with Rakan, because this has been on my mind. Like Rakan comes and goes. What is the place for Rakan right now in at Worlds? Because sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. What do you think is the main kind of driving force behind Rakan?
I mean, at Worlds, I think people are undervaluing Xayah Rakan a lot. When both champs are open, I don't see anyone pick it like both in the same rotation.
Yeah.
But I think it's really underrated. And I think the people mostly pick Rakan if they need like sick hard engage, or I see they pick it with like Tristana or Twitch. This gives them Ardent and he can engage with them. Like Tristana jumps in and he E's to them and gets like some extra range, or like he can E on a stealth to Twitch or shit like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's really good with Xayah, but with the rest of the champs, I'm really not sure.
Yeah, it seems strange to me because, even though you have Ardent on Rakan, in theory, like in a fight, if you don't have Xayah, like Xayah is the easy target to E back to because of the fucking range differential, but in different cases, maybe you E back to something else because you have to, or maybe it's just better position-wise, and all of a sudden you don't apply Ardent Sensor to your AD, and it makes like a difference. When like Lulu is, you shield, and that's it, and Janna, you shield, and that's it.
I mean, I really don't like Rakan without Xayah because it's so useless in lane. Unless with Tristana, maybe you can all in if you jump with Trist on someone. But it's really useless in lane.
Yeah.
Without Xayah.
Like there was a period when like in group stages where I felt like Xayah and Janna was like the most OP bot lane to pick.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think Mikyx did it a lot.
What do you think about Xayah Janna? Like, what would you pick into it, and do you think like you just get pushed bottom no matter what with Xayah Janna?
I mean, if I would have Kog'Maw Lulu open. I want to pick Kog'Maw Lulu, but yeah, I think Xayah Janna like perma pushes the lane, and Xayah really benefits from the Janna shield, the steroid,
Yeah.
because W adds like 20% level 1.
Yeah.
So it like outrates almost anything. So I'm not really sure what I would pick against it, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Mickey. I think we have done this video now for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I think that's a good way to round it off. Is there anything else you want to mention? You got your prediction down?
Yeah, just thank you for having me.
Nah, man, it's an honor to have you on, man. I truly miss you. It's maybe we'll do this again sometime. I had a lot of fun. This was really new to me, so maybe like I did it wrong with how I make you participate. But I'm learning. I'm gonna rewatch and see what I can do different. You are a star, Mickey. Thank you for coming on, and I'll see the viewers in the next one. Peace.